Thank you so much for joining us today and a very special webinar brought to you by 888 VoIP, your one-stop shop value-added VoIP distributor. My name is Rebecca Johnson. I organized today's webinar and will be monitoring the session. I will begin with an intro and an overview, and then we will get into it. Today we have 888 VoIP's John Zader, Chief Revenue Officer, to cover a bit about 888 VoIP. We also have Snom Senior Sales Engineer Simon Bradbrook and Snom's Channel Account Manager Corey Cather to dive into the Snom product line, their device management features, and an exciting new addition, custom faceplate printing, specifically through 888 VoIP. So please feel free to ask any questions in the Q&A or the chat box throughout the session. The panelists and I will be monitoring the chats, and we will either jump in mid-session or we will address the questions at the end. Stick around until the very end to get your very own brand new Snom D865 phone with your custom faceplate on it. So you will receive an email post-webinar with a link to the faceplate form. We will ask you to fill that out. Again, if you stay through the entire webinar, you will receive that email. Other than that, just want to let you know that 888 VoIP is on track to host many more webinars on a regular basis. So please stay tuned for more. Thank you all for being here. Let's get started. I'm going to turn it on over to John Zader.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Rebecca, for the introduction. Really look forward to learning more about the Snom products that Corey and Simon are going to talk about. But today I'm going to talk about 888 VoIP. And if you're not a partner today, 888 VoIP is a true value-added hardware distributor. And we deliver industry-leading voice over IP networking and collaboration solutions backed by full cycle support to help our partners grow, deploy, and scale with confidence. When we talk about value-added services, some of the things that we talk about are hardware provisioning, which is custom solutions, including basic, advanced, and fully custom provisioning options to help our partners deploy products quickly. Software solutions, we offer a complete voice over IP and networking software offerings, including infrastructure as a service. So if you do have deployments that you're looking for additional support on, please feel free to reach out to your 888 VoIP rep. We also offer full cycle logistics, which include same-day blind drop shipping, RMA services, private stock warehousing, and device configuration. Again, we're trying to help support our partners and make them more efficient in getting product out to customer locations. We also have an advanced API for ordering. So we have a storefront API connection for automatic ordering, inventory tracking, MAC and serial number management. The API integration is critical for many of our partners in order to get orders processed without that manual touch for each particular order. Technical support. So at 888 VoIP, we also offer technical support on any of the products that go out of our doors. So we have expert guidance before and after any purchase to ensure successful deployments. Should you have any technical support issues, please feel free to reach out to our support team by utilizing the ticket center on our website. For marketing support, we have a team wrapped around marketing, and they can offer custom collateral, training, and strategy resources to help promote your brand and assist your customers as well. Fast shipping, we offer fast same-day shipping from our East Coast and West Coast warehouses, should the stock be available in each one of the warehouses. You can also utilize your 888 VoIP rep for any inventory questions or concerns, or trying to understand which warehouse has what products. Additional benefits, you can take advantage of wholesale pricing. As a pure distributor, we offer wholesale pricing. We also offer finance options, as well as easy ordering options through our partner portal or through the API integration, or utilizing your 888 VoIP rep. For technical support, we do offer pre-sale and post-sale technical support. We do have on-site engineers that can help with pre-sales engineering in order to assist and make sure that you have the proper configuration and help with any troubleshooting or deployment needs. We also have engineers that we work with from the manufacturers that can help with your deployment suggestions as well. So we do offer the pre-sales, pre-sales, post-sales technical support, and that starts from provisioning, training, shipping, configuration, troubleshooting, and any RMA services that you may require. For those of you who have not worked with us in the past, we do have 2 warehouses, and we are looking at adding additional warehouses in the central of the U.S. But we do have the Buffalo and Reno warehouses, so we have East Coast and West Coast covered. That offers fast delivery from multiple locations and full service support to keep your business operating smoothly. And what we offer is we try and get product out to customer locations as fast as possible, hopefully within 2 to 3 business days. Our portfolio includes desk phones, headsets, IP paging, also networking and LTE services. We have a full product portfolio, and if you do have any questions on other products that you may be deploying that might not be on our line card, please feel free to reach out to our sales team, and we'd be more than happy to help support you. Now, the exciting news that we are starting to offer, which is an exclusive through 888 VoIP. You can brand your Snom phones now through 888 VoIP. So we have blank faceplates, so we can do custom faceplate printing with your logo on it for free through March of 2026. That will include any of the D8 series phones. So you can customize your Snom desk phones with your logo utilizing 888 VoIP's new custom faceplate service. As Rebecca had mentioned, there will be a form that will be sent out to everyone. Everyone will get a sample model with their logo on the device. And we're super excited about this service that we're offering. It will allow our partners to have branding options now and get their names out in front of our partner or in front of their customers as well. There are no minimum quantities. However, there will be a little bit of a lead time. It won't be extensive, but there will be a day or two before shipments will go out for the printing to take place. So we're super excited about this, and we really think that this is going to be a great offering for our partners. So without further ado, I'll hand this off to Corey. Thank you very much for your time and attention. And Corey, you can take it away.
Thank you, John, and thanks for having us today. We'll touch on a few of the exciting new features we have and some of the new phones, and I will cover some of the desk phones, and then Simon will go into some of the decked offerings we have here as well. But just wanted to do a quick reminder on some of our advantages. Obviously, some of the things we have would be all of the phones have a 3-year warranty, and that's an advanced replacement warranty. Should you have any challenges, our support team will provide you with an advanced replacement phone, and that includes decked phones, conference phones, everything in there as well. We have North American-based teams. We have engineering, sales engineers. We have a product team here in North America. We have a sales team that we just expanded on here in North America as well. We do have marketing resources, so we can partner with folks if they need some custom marketing materials. We do have technical support here as well, and that includes email, phone call. Our tech support team is actually based out of Vancouver, BC, so that's here in North America as well. And then we have a warehouse that's in San Antonio, Texas, that we ship our product out of. So we have product that we bring in and we ship it directly out of San Antonio, so it's imported by VTech. And then we do have a full line, right, including the broadcast conference phones and our desk phones here. So what's new? Some of the exciting things are, again, the 800 series, which we'll touch on here, and then we've got the M500 series is about for a bit. We do have a new M56, which is a rugged handset. Well, I won't. It has a flashlight on it. Simon can go into later, and then we
Gives
have
a
some
good
new
start.
headset options. I just exactly. So the desk phones, what John had touched on, which is I think one of our big exciting features we have face plates that will come off. They're held on there magnetically. So these are the models that are eligible that have the replaceable or blank face plates for them. There's one model that is the old model, the 713 actually has this capability as well. The 758 is our desk phone that is the part of the DECT solution. So that M58 is actually a wireless DECT phone that you just have to plug in for power. But the new models are the 815 W, 815 WB, 865. Those all have the 10 button configuration, and the 812 and 862 have the 8 button configuration. And those can be pulled off literally with like a paper clip. They're magnetically held on there. They're not screwed on there. They pop off. You put a new faceplate on there with your custom logo, with your custom printing, or blank, or however you want to do it. We sell those in to distribution in packs of 5. So if they're doing 5 or singles, that's at their discretion. I believe John is going to be able to break those and do individual ones as well. But they will come from us in packs of 5. And you'll be able to, here's what you can see with the faceplate off, right? So there's just a shot of the blank faceplate itself. You can customize your logo or just simply phrase anything like that on the phone itself. And then here's where we've done some customization with VTech Hospitality, VTech, Snom. Those are all under the VTech brand. But again, it'll let you do some customization for smaller quantities and smaller lead time. And that's really where this is going to shine. So we will have the ability to just do small deployments. So if you wanted to be able to put this into a veterinary clinic where they just have 3 phones and they want their name printed on it, you'll have that capability. If you, as a service provider, want your service provider brand on these phones, you can do that. So you'll have that customization to be able to do this on small quantities quickly, which is going to make it a little more unique. So before I go into the phones, Simon, might hit you up to touch on this too. One of the big things we added now is we have device management on all the desk phones. So the DECT M500 is still in process, but we have added through SRAPs, we have added device management. And Simon, if you're okay with it, I'll have you touch on some of the functionality and what this means.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Corey, and good afternoon, everybody. So basically, as Corey said, we have introduced device management through our redirection service, SRAPs. Basically, this allows you to completely control the phone after installation. You'll be able to use it for collection of logs, resets, basically general maintenance work as you would expect with any other DMS offering out there from other vendors.
Thank you. So for us, that's a big progress, and we're excited to have that on there as well. So you will have the functionality on all of these desk phones. So the process we've come up with now is we have basically we have two versions of this that are available today. The 810 is actually coming soon in being able to provision on all the different platforms. So the 810 we actually do have in our San Antonio warehouse. We're just waiting for the certification on all of the platforms at this point. But what we've done is we've got the 815, we've got a couple versions of that, which we'll touch on, and we've got the 812, and then we've got the 810, which we've got a couple versions of that. So we've gone to a little bit easier labeling in the model numbers. So the D815W is just D815 with Wi-Fi. So that will be the base 815 model. Again, this one is a customizable faceplate with a magnetic held faceplate that you can pop off, and you do have 10 buttons on there. So this one does have 2 USB ports, and then again, you've got the ability to connect over Wi-Fi, and it does have headset compatibility. All of these models also have all of the 800 series has the ability to add the expansion module. So it's not just some of the models, all of these models have this capability. So the 815 is again exact same thing, but you've added Bluetooth to that, or I should say the 815 WB. So the 815 WB has both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Both these models are currently available. Again, they're certified on all the platforms, all the major platforms out there as well. The D812, there's just one version of this, and it labeled as D812 because it does not have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. It's just a base model, a little bit better price point. So again, you do go down to the 8 programmable keys on the face. These all have multiple layers though, so this one does have 28 total programmable keys. It just uses the bottom 2 to scroll through, but this one does, again, all of the same features with regard to the warranty, the headset compatibility. You do go down to 1 USB port on this guy. And then the D8C, again, what you can do with the D8C is plug it into any of the D800 series. You can connect one of them directly up to the phone with the power supply. I think we have a slide here with that. Yep. So one of them can connect up to the phone with its power supply or PoE source. And then if you wanted to go to add a second or third, you just have to add another power supply to get that functionality. The D810, again, these are ones that we do actually have them built. They are in the warehouse. We're just working through the certifications right now. So the D810 will have a base model. Again, no Wi-Fi, Bluetooth on this guy. But even with this one, you can use the expansion module here. And you do have 4 programmable keys right on the face and 12 when you're scrolling through. And then there will be a WB. So the WB is, again, the same model, just with Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth added into there. So we've also released in the US here the 862 and the 865. And these are a little more premium phone. So what these have is, over the other phones, is they have a tilt screen. They have a little bit higher resolution screen, but they also have a tilt screen on them. The 81 series is a fixed screen, so it is set. These do have the ability to adjust. So here, what we've done is we have promos on these as well. The 862 and the 65 are actually certified on 3CX as an SBC solution. Those are the 2 models we have right now that are. But again, same thing. We've come out with promos on both these where there is a discount. It is a $25 promo on the 865 and a $20 on the 862. The big difference from these is they don't carry the same modeling structure. So the 862 is the one that does not have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. The 865 is the one that does have built-in Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So these were released a while ago. We, again, on the 81 series, we made it a little more clear on the model as far as whether they have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or both. But again, the 865 does have both. And again, that's just a reference to the fact that they do have the SBC capability if you're a 3CX user out there. And just to touch on what is currently out there, these are the 700 series and they're still available. They're still active models as well. The D785 is the model that's been out there for a while. We do have those in stock, but those will at some point next year transition to a 787, and which is going to go from having Bluetooth to having Wi-Fi. So that model will be same plastic, same look. It has it basically is going to go just from Bluetooth to Wi-Fi and have a slightly different board to it as well. The 735 has been a staple out there. It has a high number of programmable keys to it, smaller screen, but that one's been a pretty solid price point over the years. And then the 717 also has, like the other 2 models, a USB port, a lower number of keys. The 713 is actually a newer model we came out with, and what it did is it removed the USB port, added an extra programmable key, but also that one does have the ability to remove the faceplate on that one as well and customize that one. So that's the only one in this line that you can do that with, but 713 is customizable as well. And Simon, that was my crash course in the models as well. So thank you for your patience. I will turn this over to you to cover our deck products.
Thanks, Corey. Much appreciated. I hope I don't bore everybody with what we're going to talk about now. But no, in all seriousness, I just wanted to, first of all, hi to everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody. And we're going to have a look at where I believe that Snom makes some differences in the market. We're going to be looking at our deck solutions where we can offer you some differentiation of what you normally get, giving you features, and we offer anything from a small SMB solution right the way up to an enterprise solution with our decked products. So the first one we're going to be looking at is the M500. And I see we got some promo offers on here. Corey, do you want to go into details on those?
Yeah, so we did come up with some promotional pricing that's good through the at least at this point through the end of March. And what we have done is become much more aggressive on the pricing. The M500, as Simon will tell you, will do a lot of things, right? Whether you use it that way or not, there's a lot of things that it can do. And so for what it is, it's a tremendous price. At the discounted rate for what it can do, yet still trying to and still working and being competitive with just a standard deck solution. But all the promotional pricing is going to be on the off the base, the M500 and the M55 handset. Thank you, Simon.
No worries, Corey. So I just wanted to go in. Obviously, we've got the product line here in front of us right now with the M500 deck station, the M58 decked handset, and as Corey said, this also has the removable faceplate. So for a small office installation, this would be a very low-cost offering to be able to actually brand it for that particular user. We have the M55 handset and the new M56, which is, as Corey pointed out before, is a new ruggedized handset. It's IP67 certified, and it comes with a handy-dandy flashlight, as Corey pointed out before. One of the other things about these products as well is that they are all made with antibacterial plastic. So basically what this is an injection that we put into the mold, which if you looked at it under a microscope, you would see thousands, if not millions of tiny bubbles. And essentially what happens is the bacteria cannot stick to the surface because of the contours in it. So here's the differentiation of things that we can bring you with our deck solutions. We're bringing key system into the 21st century with the decked M500. What I mean by this is if you look at how many old North Star systems out there, how many old square key systems are out there, what we found is that people like the new IP technology, but yet they didn't like the fact that they had to learn how to call park and call retrieve calls. They were looking for that similar functionality, which is see a button, push a button technology that the old key systems used to give you. And we're bringing you that with our decked wireless M500. It's the only solution out there, only deck solution out there that gives you programmable function keys on the handsets as well as the desk sets. And all of this comes into the ecosystem of the M500 deck solution. The way we do this is that you can have accounts, you can set up options for accounts, whether they're private or shared. And if they're a shared account, then every time you add a handset to the base station, that handset can by default start sharing that account. So as calls come in on line one, every single handset that's online or that is on that shared account will see the alert come in for that call. That then allows a user to take the call, ask the person to hold on for a moment, they press hold, and then they ask somebody else in the office to pick up line one or line two, so on and so forth. This is where we can give you a little bit of differentiation, because I'm sure, as we talked about the old telco guys out there that like their old key system, these are like how we can help you baby steps to get them into the cloud and bring them into the 21st century. You can go forward, please, Corey. So as we talked about the deck station, we've got the $55 promo on it. This solution can work in both a single base solution and a dual base solution. So what this means is we've opted for additional base stations over using repeaters. Repeaters can be quite problematic when you're dealing with them in a deck solution, especially if they're not placed correctly on the periphery of the signaling strength. Additionally to that, when you use repeaters, you actually lose channels. So you're losing functionality when you're adding repeaters to that. With an additional base station, what you actually get is the worst case that you get is you double the call control in that area. You don't lose any channels, so it gives you the greater flexibility of being able to expand the solution, as well as making sure that you've got the comfort that you're knowing that if you've got roaming users on the system, they will be able to roam throughout the system without any interruption to their service. Each base station will support up to 8 narrowband calls. And sorry, Corey, could you just go? Thank you. The first base station will support 10 handsets. When you go to 2 base stations, it will support 16. And the reason for this disproportion, as I just explained there, was when we're allowed to add 10 devices to the first base station. When you go to the second, you need the additional channels so that you've got the roaming capabilities across deck. So that's why it drops down to 16 handsets. The system itself will support up to 48 SIP accounts. Now, this seems excessive. However, when you think of the old days when you had a T1, you had 24 time slots, maybe had 75 people in the office, the theory being that not everybody was on the call at the same time. If we can go forward, thanks. So the M58 desk set, as I said, highlights for this product made with antibacterial plastic, as we talked about before, has the removable faceplate as well. But it also has integrated Bluetooth into the device. And another nice feature that we have is a sensor hook switch. What this is basically, instead of an actual physical plastic movable part that you'd hang the call up on, we basically have sensors where the handset sits down. So there's less parts that can break. I understand that when you want to hang up on somebody, it's much better to really bang it down, but the effect's just the same. Then we get to the M55 handset. And as I said, these 2 devices for the M500 are the only deck devices out there that give you this capability of having physical line keys that you can provision as you need them. Again, both handsets come with the integrated Bluetooth and again, antibacterial plastic. And the M56 handset, again, as we said, DEX 6.0, antibacterial plastic. The IP67 rating is very good. It means this is where it's perfect for a restaurant or retail location. If you've got a worker in a kitchen, they drop the phone in the washing up water. It's not an issue. Just pick it up and it will continue to be used. And we also, one of the other features that we have here is an alarm motion sensor. So basically what this is, there is an accelerator built into this handset. So if it's laid flat on the ground and the timer is set, basically an alarm is sent out when that timer expires. So if you're in a situation where somebody's at the back of the warehouse or the back of a restaurant, an area where not many people go, then it's an extra safety feature for you to have that.
And Simon, just to your point, obviously having Bluetooth and also having belt clip, it makes it a nice accessory. You can go hands-free with when you use a little Bluetooth earpiece. Yeah.
Yeah. So now and I talked before about, we go from SMB all the way up to enterprise, and this is the product that we do this with, the M900 series phones. The M400 base station is there, which is a single base station that uses the same handset. But what we're going to talk about is the M900. This base station is actually multi-cell, so it's scalable from 1 base station, 30 handsets, all the way up to 1,000 base stations and 4,000 handsets. As I said, this is the perfect solution for any large warehouse, any college campus where you need wide distribution of the signaling power. So basically it allows for staff members to wander around with the comfort of knowing they will never lose that call. M400's base stations we talked about is a single cell option to the M900. It will support up to 20 handsets per base, and it will give you 10 concurrent calls as well. This is just It's an ideal basic deck solution. The added advantage here is that the handsets that are available for the M900 are also available on the M400. And the handsets that we have are as follows. We have the M90, which is the medical grade handset. It's built with antibacterial plastic, and it's also sealed. So when you're cleaning the unit, there's none of that alcohol can actually get into the inner workings of the phone. The next version is the M80 ruggedized handset. This is non-medical, however, it's very ruggedized, IP65. All of these handsets, bar the M30, will come with Bluetooth integration. So again, as with the M500 and the belt clip, the option to add a Bluetooth headset, and be mobile is always there. The M70 is the lower grade. It's ruggedized in the fact that it's drop proof. It's still a very rugged unit, but it's not the IP65 that the M80 is. We have the M30 headset, which is actually the lower end range. This is a very basic handset. It doesn't even give you, there's not even a headset port on that, so it's really for that low cost offering. We have the M85 handset, which is an industrial grade. This has an accelerator on it as well. So if you're in the back of a warehouse, you fall over, when that hits the floor and that alarm timer expires, an alarm is immediately sent out. And then you have the office version, the professional version of the M65.
Simon, did you want to cover the conference phones as well, or?
I think you can do that, Corey. I appreciate the opportunity, but I wouldn't want to steal your thunder.
I appreciate that. So thank you, Simon. That was very, very helpful as well. So there's just a couple more items here we'll cover, and then I think we'll be well inside the hour here. So probably just a few more minutes at this point. In the conference phones, there's a conference phone model. The C620 is the current model. It has been out for a bit. In fact, the kind of footprint of the plastics has been out for even longer. The C620 is decked. So what it is, there's a decked base station, and then there's a charging cradle that the unit itself goes into, which you can't see from this photo. But it actually sits into a cradle, it charges, and then you can literally move the whole thing and put it in the middle of the table. So it's rechargeable, has 12 hours. Here, I'll skip forward here real quick. So it has 12 hours of talk time, full duplex. So you can kind of see the charging base from this photo. See it on the bottom front and a little bit in the back. That comes out. The mics come outside of the base. They're unique in that they charge inside the actual conference phone itself. But the two extra mics can be removed and put anywhere across the table. Helps you be able to hear the folks on the other side can hear you guys in the room better when the mics are out. What you can do to hear on the other side is you can add one of those C52 expansion speakerphones to this. You can actually add two of them to the C620 to get the extra coverage you need. And same thing applies to this. Again, all these products have the 3-year warranty as well. There is one more thing. There is actually a decked expansion USB port that you can put into even the phones that you can add this C52 to and create like your own little conference phone. And then the PA1. So it's just one that we've had. This is the newer version of the original PA1. This is the PA1 Plus, which we've added the 600 ohm output. It does use a newer, more modern board inside of it, but it's a tank. It's been out for a while and it works tremendously well. Headsets, we have the lower profile A170 decked headset. It does come with the dongle as well. And then the new model we have is the A350M. That one is a Bluetooth, and again, it will come with the dongle. This one is a new product, just came out in the last couple months, and we've started to move some of these guys as well. So in our wrapping up here, some places that you can find useful information. Service.snom.com is our service hub where you can find a lot of the information on our products, including documentation, firmware updates. You can find just about everything you need there. And of course, SRAPS is our provisioning redirect server, and also now you can get use the device management for the desktops through there. Support, you can get live support again by phone or by email or ticket. And then of course you can find Snom on either snom.com or snomamericas.com, information about Snom itself. If you'd like to reach out to us, this is our contact information, either at VTech Phones or Snom Americas. Either of those email addresses work. And then I think that wraps it up for us. Simon, did you have anything else to add here before we turn it back over to John?
No, I don't. But I was going to say that I'm just going to post in the channel the support number. I noticed that wasn't on the slide. So
yeah, thank you. Yes, that's probably my fault, so my apologies. But that's a good thing to add in there as well. So thank you, Simon, for joining me today. John, thank you for hosting us. Thanks for having us, and I will turn it back over to you.
Well, thank you, Corey and Simon. Really appreciate you going over all of the Snom products. And we really look forward to extending our relationship and our partnership to all of our partners as well. I'll hand it over to Rebecca in case there are any questions that have popped up. And
Yes.
if not, thank you everyone for attending, and we really appreciate it.
Yes, well, we do have a few questions that came in. I'll go in order of the way that they were submitted. So either Corey or Simon, is Snom an acronym or abbreviation for something?
Not that I'm aware of.
no.
I like
Yeah,
that
no,
one. That was
I
fun.
don't know the history of where they came up with that either. Simon, do you? I'm not even sure where that.
No, I have no idea. I haven't got a clue.
Okay, well there you go. You've given us some homework, so we'll dig
Yep.
into that. But it's
Next
not
time
an
we will have
acronym,
an essay for you on this.
Okay, perfect. The next one that came in, I think that the question meant, are the phones compatible with only Snom headsets or others, such as Yealink or Jabra, etc.?
We're pretty much compatible with any headset that's out there. I mean, I have partners out there at the moment that are testing our phones with headsets by other vendors, and no issues there. What we generally find is, especially with the wireless Bluetooth headsets, if they come with the pre-configured dongle for the USB port, there's never an issue.
And I know most of them are on the Jabra site. I think Jabra has like a pretty good app, indicator of which models work and which brands work. And I believe most of those are listed, if not all of them are listed on the Jabra site.
Yeah, I believe there's a pretty good compatibility tool. If you guys have any questions, though, feel free to reach out to us. We can find that out for you. All right. What is the coverage of the decked base station?
All right. So that's normally about 500 feet line of sight. Now that will differ or depending on the building architecture, but one of the things I forgot to add in the presentation was with all of our deck products where you can place multiple base stations, we give you the tools in each one of the handsets actually, which will allow you to measure that so you can do a proper site survey and then you know exactly where to place that next base station.
And if anyone has any follow-up questions to their answers, please feel free to throw that back in the chat. All right, on to our next one. Are there any plans to make a desk phone variant compatible with the M400 and M900?
Not at this time. It's one of those things we keep looking at. The trouble is with the multi-cell solutions, the really large multi-cell, it becomes a little bit I wouldn't say tricky. There are just different challenges there than there are with the smaller systems. So it's something that's we're pushing to have on the roadmap, but it's not definitely there yet.
Okay, thank you. Can you multicast page into the conference phones?
Yes, you can.
All right. Is the Snom D865862 wall mountable?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, all the phones come with their own wall mount kit. Even the
Sounds good.
handsets.
Yes. that's all the questions I have right now. Feel free, anybody else, if there's anything else comes to your mind, please throw it in now, or take a look in the chat box there. You've got the support phone number for Snom, and then our sales and support email here at 88 VoIP, and then Corey's and Simon's emails as well in the chat. Feel free to copy and paste that. All right, we got one more coming in. Any plans to have a Wi-Fi non-decked handset?
Yes, there are. That is actually on the roadmap, and that is an active project right now. I just don't have an estimate on its completion.
Yes, without a timeline at this point, but yes, it's
Yeah.
definitely on the map.
That's good. Is there a cost for the DMS/managing devices?
No, there isn't. It's basically free. It's just as if you've got SRAPS access, when you add a new device now, you'll see the option there for DMS, and just check that box, and that enables it.
Is the D865 power supply 5-volt 2A?
Do you know that by heart?
I have one of them in front of me. I'm just trying to read it. Yes, it is 5-volt. 5-volt. Sorry,
It should be the standard power supply for all Snom.
Yeah, it is basically, it's the same power supply that powers all the devices. It's 5.0, 4.5 amp.
Just so everyone knows, we will be uploading this recording to 88 VoIP's YouTube channel, and we will send that out to you in an email as soon as it's up. And then, as a reminder for everyone who stayed the entire time, you'll be eligible to receive your custom faceplate plus D865 phone, and you will be receiving a link to fill out a form as well. I don't see any other questions coming in. Any wrap thoughts, guys?
No, I think that covers it. So I appreciate you having us. And actually, one other thing I will point out is we did call out all the phones that you can customize the faceplates on. The 810, which is the new model that's not fully released yet, that one actually does not have the capability to customize. But again, everything else, all the 815 versions, all the 812, and then the 865 and 862, along with the 713 and the 58, those are all customizable. But in the 800 series, the 810 will not be. But other than that, yeah, you can customize everything.
Sounds good. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. We really appreciate it, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.